this is Steve from Fretboard Forge, and we are going to cover the final chord in our open chord series, which is the G chord. Now, the way I've been doing these chords, when I say first or final or whatever, is I've just been doing them A through G, but any order you want to learn them or see them in, just an easy way to do it is visit the website www.fretboardforge.com and go down, click on the side where it says chords, and it'll be a nice little list for you, and you can look at any one you want as many times as you want and just get it down so it works for you. But enough of that, let's zoom in a little closer and see how we do this chord. Okay, here we have our open G chord. Now there are a couple ways in which you can play this, and I'll just show you the basic one right here, which is one I commonly do if you just want to have like an open, pretty stark sounding G chord, and you'll just play every string on the guitar and you'll have your pinky on top here. So we'll look at first starting with your bottom two fingers, or top two fingers, and you'll take your ring finger and push it all the way over to the 3rd fret of the top E string here. And then you'll take your middle finger and it will go down to the 2nd fret of the A string, just below that. And then the 3 strings in the middle, the D, G, and B string, you will just leave alone and play them as open strings. And you'll take your pinky and you'll put it down on the 3rd fret of the top E string. So both the top and the bottom E strings will be on the 3rd fret, which is subsequently a G note. So that's why that's there. And then what's nice is if you do it this way, and you wanted to say play a G dominant or G7 chord, you could easily take your pinky off and put your first finger down on the 1st fret of the E string, which would give you that flat 7 for a G7 chord. And I'll cover the 7th chords in another lesson, but that would be one reason to do it that way. Now the other way that you can see people play a G chord commonly is where you start with your middle finger going the farthest over, and then you'll have your index finger coming up where the middle finger originally was. So to clarify that, your middle finger will be on the 3rd fret of the E string now instead of the 2nd fret of the A. So all the way down there, and then your first or index finger will be on the 2nd fret of the D string. This time you only leave the D, or the, did I really just call this the D string? The A string. So you'll leave the D and the G string alone now, and then you'll have your ring finger on the 3rd fret of the B string, and your pinky will remain where it was on the 3rd fret of the top E. So this gives you your full kind of G sussy chord, which you'll hear a lot of in music, and also hear it by many different names for this chord. But it'll give you kind of a just a little bit happier. Like I called the other chord a little more stark. This is got a little more ring to the whole chord itself, and it's entirely up to personal preference how you play it and how you want those chords to sound. But that would be the 2 types of G chords that you'd commonly see in the open fashion. So there you have the G chord, and this is, along with the E chord, one of the 2, in my opinion, fullest sounding chords that you'll hear in the open chords. When you play it, you'll have a bunch of open strings right in the middle there that will just kind of ring out, and makes a great sound on acoustic guitar. Just sitting around playing and strumming some chords, it'll make everything sound a lot fuller and have a little more body to it. So go ahead, try that out, and as always, visit www.fretboardforge.com for more information and lessons. Thank you.